The island of Sodor, like a lot of islands, has been around for a long time. And like other islands, it has nice green fields and sandy yellow beaches. But it also has windmills and coal mines, and docks where goods and visitors to the island come and go. And like all islands, the island has its own set of tales. Who's that puffing down the line? Why, it's Thomas! Hello, Thomas! Oh, hello there. Welcome to the island of Sodor. Tales from the island of Sodor. Derail. It had been a few months since the anniversary, and all the engines were working hard, busy moving passengers and goods across the island of Sodor. But this year, they were down one engine. After an unfortunate incident at the container construction yard, Hank had been sent to the steamworks to be repaired. The engines tried their best, but now, along with the work at the container yards, they had to handle Hank's work as well as their own. So you want us to partner up? Yes indeed, Sir Topham. Your engines and staff are overworked, and my lorries can help lighten the workload around here. I don't know. I mean, while I do appreciate the offer, we're already looking to other ways to help decrease the workload. And besides, I don't think my engines are ready to deal with your lorries again. That was years ago. Please, we want a fresh start, especially as we begin to expand the company. I see. Well, I'll think about it. Now, off you go then. Very well then, Sir Topham. Good morning, sir. Who was that just came out of your office? Oh, never mind him, Thomas. Now, best you get that goods train to Brendam Docks before tea time. Now, if you excuse me, I have some arrangements to make, due to all the extra work we've been getting recently. Yes, sir. With that, the signal changed to green, and Thomas set off. Meanwhile, there was trouble at the diesel works. Come on, then. Why won't you let me in? The thing is, what he means is, we can't, under both manager and Diesel 10's orders. And what orders would those be? Not to let you in for the time being. Because, well, we can't tell you. It's top secret. You four don't really know, do you? That's none of your concern. Look, the point is, the main shed's closed to the other diesels, as the manager has a big project for a client. It can't be shown to anyone under contract. I see. Well, now move along then. and go to either your shed or the back shed while we get your parts ready. Okay then. With that, a very confused Paxton rolled away. Meanwhile, Thomas had arrived at Brendam Docks, where he met Hiro. Hello, Hiro. Oh, is there something wrong? Well, it's just that I've been thinking a lot recently about home. Oh, well, don't worry. It's only a few more weeks, and then you'll be back on the Japanese railway. That's the thing. I don't know if I want to go back. Thomas and his crew were taken aback by this. But I thought you liked living in Japan. I do, but I'm an old engine, and I'm only really used for rail tour excursions or as a static piece in a museum. A lot has changed since I was stuck on that siding for all those years. As much as I do appreciate what my new owners have done for me, I really do prefer Sodor, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. All my friends are here, and I can pull whatever I want, be it goods or passengers. But what about your friends back home? While I do have some friends back home, I hardly see any of them. The one I see the most often is Kenji, and the other engines, before I came to Sodor for the first time, have been... No more was said. Both Thomas and his driver and fireman understood. Before any more could be said, Porter arrived with Hiro's train. Alright, Hiro, your train is all ready to go. Thank you. The guard blew his whistle, and Hiro puffed away. As Thomas watched Hiro go, he wondered what he could do to cheer up his old friend. As time went on, Hiro worked as hard as he could for his time left on the railway, busy pulling trucks and coaches about the main line. But all the same, he could not stop thinking about his desire to stay on Sodor. One night at Timoth Sheds, Hiro decided to talk to the other engines about the situation. I don't know what to do. I really like Japan, but I hardly do any real work, unlike here, where I get to pull whatever I want. I understand. Maybe you can talk to the Fat Controller about purchasing you and allowing you to become an official part of the railway, as that was the original idea after we restored you. That would be nice, but so much has changed since I left. More and more engines have come and gone, and there is no need for another engine. I'm only here because of the container-yard construction, the summer rush, and whenever Hank and Peter are ready to leave the steamworks. I can see their predicament, but don't worry, Hiro. I'm sure things will work out in the end. Indeed. Keep your steam up, master of the railway. Hiro felt a bit better, but before any more could be said, Sir Topham had arrived. Evening, Hiro. Henry has been called away to collect a large order of logs from Misty Island. I need you to take the flying kipper in his place tonight. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Good. Now I better be off then. Lady Hat is making a nice tuna casserole for dinner tonight. We don't call him Fat Controller for nothing. The engines all chuckled, and with that, Hiro puffed away. Soon, Hiro arrived at Knapford Harbor. He was soon coupled to his train, the guard blew his whistle, and Hiro puffed away. Hiro raced down the line with the flying kipper. He was enjoying himself. This is the life. You said it, Hiro. The three made good time. But they didn't reckon what would happen at Barrow.
Buzz, are you sure this is right?
Yes, Bernie. How many times must I run through the plan?
I don't know. A lot?
You know what? I'll do it myself. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. It wasn't long before Hiro had arrived at Barrow in Furnace. But by the time he did, a thick fog had started to roll in. Caden, the Barrow pilot, was in the yard waiting for him. There you are, Hiro. Right on time. Thank you. Now where do you want us to drop off the trucks? Just leave them on the other side of the shed, as I expect we're going to be very busy tomorrow. Will do. You're more than welcome to stay in the shed and return to Sodor in the morning, Hiro. Thanks, but I am master of the railway, and so I must follow orders and get back to Sodor before sunrise. Suit yourself. Come on, driver. Best we turn in for the night. I'm with you on that. Good night, you three. With that, the little diesel and his driver rolled off. Hiro soon shunted the train into the siding and headed off to the shed to be turned around. Then, it happened. Hey, what's going on? Help! Help! Hiro's driver quickly shut off steam and applied the brakes, and Hiro quickly came to a stop. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt. Hiro, are you okay? I think so. Just a bit derailed. How about you two? We're fine, just a little shaken up. Before any more could be said, Caden and his driver rolled out of the shed. What's all the commotion out here? And Hiro, what happened? I don't know. I was just puffing to your turntable, and now I'm derailed. Hiro's driver telephoned for help. The next morning, Emily had arrived with Rocky to put Hiro back onto the rails. Don't worry, Hiro. We'll have you back on the rails in no time. As the workmen began inspecting Hiro, Sir Topham had arrived in Winston. How could this have happened? That is what I would like to know. Oh, Constable, what brings you here? Well, we got to report last night that there was a disturbance in the yard from a local witness, and we've been asked to investigate. I see. Well then, Hiro, may you please explain what happened, and if you or your crew saw anything, odd last night? Well, we didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I was just heading over to the turntable to turn around for home when I felt my wheels hit something that caused me to derail. I see. Hiro's driver and fireman also said they didn't see anything odd last night. The constable had just finished interviewing them when a workman came up to see him. Sir, you might want to come and see this. What would that be? The workman led them over to the section of track where Hiro had derailed. Everyone was surprised at what they saw. Well, I never. A derailer. What's a derailer, sir? It's a device that's meant to derail engines and railway rolling stock. Exactly. But what would this be doing in the middle of a busy yard, especially right outside an in-service engine shed? I don't know, but whoever did this will be found out and dealt with accordingly. The news soon spread about the incident. Everyone did not know what to make of this. Who and why would someone do such a thing? What a silly invention. Why on earth would someone make a device that would intentionally derail a train? Probably the same reason why we have runaway sightings, to stop runaways. I think they tried to use one of these derailers to help stop a runaway train not long ago over in the US. Did it work? No, they weren't strong enough to derail the train, but they did manage to stop it before any damage could be done. Oh, well, that's good. Percy pulled into Elsbridge Station, where Hiro was waiting for him, who had thankfully received minimum damage from the accident. Hiro, are you okay? Yes, Percy. Just a bit shaken up by the whole thing. Well, don't worry. They'll soon find out who was responsible for this. I hope so. Lucky for me, I was traveling slowly. But imagine this were to happen on the main line while pulling a passenger train. The two engines and the crews shuddered at the thoughts. As the days wore on, all the engines and the crews all kept a good lookout for any suspicious characters. Hiro kept a good lookout too, but he couldn't feel they had let everyone down, especially on his last few weeks on Sodor. The next morning, there was a discussion happening at the diesel works. So I see the plan worked. Yes, but now we have the fuzz looking for us. Don't worry. This was just a dry run. I've got another job for the lot of you. One more job, and then you get what's coming to you.
Come on, boss. Think about what we can do with all that money. We can bail out the rest of the family. Bro?
Alright, fine. But you better not screw this up. Do you really think they can do it, boss? Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything is going according to plan. Good. Now, if you excuse me, I'd best be heading back to the smelter's yard. Of course. Just don't raise any suspicions. With that, the main shed doors opened and Diesel 10 rolled off. But he didn't get far. Sorry, Diesel 10, but Norman broke down again, so I brought him here to be repaired. I thought Den and Da told you that all repairs will be conducted in the back shed. Fine, but can't you tell us at least what the manager's doing, or who this client is? Sorry, but no. Now move along then. The sooner Norman's repaired, the sooner he can be a really useful engine again. Alright. Come along, Norman. And with that, the two diesels rolled away. You think they suspected anything? No, but this project is starting to become more and more difficult to keep under wraps. That evening, Hiro had to go to Misty Island to collect a long, heavy train of Joby logs bound for Brendam docks. Take care, you guys, and keep on the lookout for any suspicious characters. Don't worry, Dash. We'll be fine. With that, Bash blew his whistle, and the two engines set off. Yeah, I hope. Soon, Hiro and Bash were rolling down the line towards Brendam docks. Alright everyone, keep a good lookout for any suspicious characters that might be causing trouble. They soon approached the crossing before the junction to the Brendam branch. And then, Hiro noticed something. Driver, stop, now! Hiro's driver shut off steam and applied the brakes. Hiro blew his whistle long and loud to alert Bash. The train soon came to a stop before the crossing. The two men were very surprised by all the commotion. What on earth are the two of you doing? Just standing there in the middle of a busy main line.
Oh, yes. Well,
We're just doing some last minute maintenance, just to keep these rails in good working order. Hiro and his crew were puzzled. That doesn't make any sense. Surely someone would have told us before we left. But then again, it's the Misty Island engines. What do you expect? We can't hear you, you know. So, anyway, what kind of track maintenance are the both of you doing?
Oh, well, yes. Well, we were just, inspecting for metal fatigue. Yes. This part of the line seems safe. Come on now. Best we get moving.
While all this was happening, Bash noticed something on the line next to him. Driver? What is that? Bash's driver inspected it. I think it's a derailer. Bash gasped. His fireman blew his whistle long and loud. Hiro! Those two are railway workers? Those two are the guys that derailed you at Barrow. Before Hiro could reply, the two crooks quickly jumped into their car and raced off. After them, Hiro! I'll stay here in case they come back this way. Bash was quickly uncoupled from the train and Hiro raced away. Meanwhile, the two crooks were racing down the road in their car.
Buzz, I think that engine's following us.
I can see that. We'll lose them if we go this way. We'll be at the docks in no time. Where are they going? I think they're headed for the docks. I'll phone ahead to the dock manager. At the docks, Dash, the little red tank engine, had just settled in a siding, and his crew was just about to head off for the night when they suddenly heard a commotion. What's the matter? Apparently, the two crooks who derailed Hiro have been spotted and are headed this way. Well, we've got to stop them. The driver opened the regulator and Dash puffed out of the siding. Just as he did that, Hiro raced into the docks, with Baz and Bernie not too far ahead. Baz and Bernie raced around the docks, but before they could find a place to hide, Baz stopped the car just inches from Hiro. He was just about to reverse when Dash pulled up. Going somewhere? The crooks were trapped. It wasn't long before the police arrived. Hello, what do we have here? Baz and Bernie, the two troublesome brothers. I might have known, given your recent escape. We're innocent. Tell it to the judge. Well, now that's sorted. Now... Suddenly, Hiro remembered. Bash! Meanwhile, Bash and his driver were trying to dislodge the derailer. Come on, why won't you dislodge? Oh, it's no use. You'll have to go warn the signalman and divert traffic. Bash's driver raced off to warn the signalman. But no sooner had he reached the signal box, Bash and his fireman heard a whistle. Is that? I think it is. Gordon! It was Gordon. He was huffing and puffing down the line, and he was making express time. The points are set for the derailer. Hurry! I can't. Then just switch the points. The fireman did just so, but it was a struggle. Gordon came racing down the line, straight towards them. Express coming through. Clear the track. Stop, Gordon. The line's not safe. Gordon's driver shut off steam and braked hard. With one final effort, Bash's fireman managed to switch the points just in time. Gordon didn't stop until he pulled into Wellsworth Station. Cluttering coaches. What's happened? Just then, Bash and his firemen rolled into the station and explained everything. Well, on behalf of Gordon and everyone on the express, thank you. All the passengers agreed. Wow, I think he means you're welcome. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to see the two engines. Well done, you two. You've managed to stop those two crooks from causing any more trouble.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Master of the Railway. Hiro felt very happy indeed. Well done indeed. I'm sure the visitors at the castle would like to see the engine who helped catch those criminals. How about you come and visit us when you get the chance? Well, sir, I would definitely like to visit, but I have to leave soon and once again go back to being a static display. I take it that you don't want to go back to Japan? Well, you know what? Why don't you just stay here and come to work for me up at Ulstead Castle? Oh, sir, I couldn't. I mean, I'm honored, but you don't have to. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I overheard Thomas talking to Stephen about your situation, and I have been looking for a new addition for my collection, and Sir Topham could use a strong spare engine from time to time. Well, what do you think, Hiro? Hiro thought for a moment. Well, sir, I humbly accept your offer. Everyone cheered. Now Hiro is as happy as can be. While he does miss his old home back in Japan, he is now happy that he can now do work that makes him feel really useful. Whether it's pulling rail tours across the island, helping Millie collect stone from the Blue Mountain Quarry, and helping out on the NWR when the other engines are busy. The old engine couldn't be happier. The same could be said for Bash. But the same couldn't be said for Dash. But that's another story.